Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another comparison review of two different foundations. There's been a huge buzz about the IT Cosmetics products, especially in rosacea communities, because apparently the owner and creator of IT Cosmetics actually has rosacea. The product that everybody raves about is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. So just a little bit about the CC Cream. It's described as full coverage. It's also got factor 50 SPF in it. So this product is also meant to be a bit of a multitasker. It's meant to be a hydrating serum as well as a foundation, and also it's meant to have anti-aging properties. So I'm going to do one side of my face with the IT Cosmetics so you can see how well it covers my redness, and then on the other side I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Redness. So as I said, I'm going to apply one each to one half of my face, and then we can compare the coverage, compare how they feel, compare how they look. As always, I'm starting off with bare skin. I have actually put my eyebrows and a bit of mascara on today because I keep watching these videos back and I look like a potato with eyes. So I have put mascara and filled in my eyebrows, but I'm not wearing any foundation or anything on my skin. As you can see, my rosacea is playing up a little bit today. It's not too bad, but hopefully this little mini flare-up will be a bit of a test for the IT Cosmetics products and show you how well they cover redness. So I'm going to start with the CC cream. So there we go. I didn't use the whole pump. There's still quite a lot left on my hand, so I think one pump would be enough to do your whole face. The two-side comparison thing that I do, I think it's such a useful way to see that this is what I would be going out with. If I wasn't wearing makeup, this is what I would have to be facing the day with, which for me is not, it's just not acceptable. I don't ever leave the house without foundation because I don't feel comfortable doing it. So in comparison, this side is great. It's so much better than that side. But considering this is a foundation that's marketed as full coverage, it says full coverage on the front of the foundation, I would not describe this as full coverage. I was really surprised when I first got it. I think if it hadn't have been described as full coverage, I would have been over the moon with it. I think to me, it's very comparable to the ordinary serum foundation, and I'll link that video here so you can see it. The way it feels on the skin, the way it looks on the skin, it looks really, really natural. It looks really healthy. The skin's glowy. If you're one of those people that really doesn't like the look or feel of makeup on your skin, I think this would be great for you. But there is so much redness still coming through. I would not feel comfortable going out wearing just this by itself. I would do another layer. I would probably put concealer on, and I would definitely powder over the top as well to set it, because you can clearly see the outline of the redness on my cheeks. Obviously, this is a day where my rosacea is flaring up a little bit more than normal, so on a day when my skin is behaving, it probably would be okay, because you know, the redness on my forehead is completely gone, my temples, it's gone. It's just this patch on my skin that is still very much glowing through. I think if I went out just with this layer of coverage on, I would feel really, really self-conscious all day. I'm just going to do a little bit more coverage, just gently bouncing the Beauty Blender over this bit here, just to see if I can cover it a little bit better. So there we go, that's a light layer just on the cheek area, so that's kind of 2 layers of the CC cream on my cheek. I can still see the redness. I know that I am my own worst critic, and I look, because I know where the redness is, I would see it, but I do think that other people would notice that. My skin looks lovely. It looks very glowy everywhere else, like my nose, my forehead, my jaw. It looks great. It's lovely coverage. I would not say this is a full coverage foundation. It's a lovely foundation, but I would definitely say it's medium. And I think when you're expecting one thing and you get another, it doesn't ruin it for you, but it brings it down in your estimation, when this is a really great foundation. It's a really great product that I've loved and I've used a lot. You can kind of tell from the bottle that I've used this a lot over the past couple of months. So now I'm going to do the Bye Redness on the other side of my face. So this is described as a neutralizing correcting cream. So I think this side, the CC cream, it's a foundation. It's for everybody. Anyone can use it. Whereas I think the Bye Redness is aimed more at people who are targeting a specific issue, whether that's rosacea, whether it's just, you know, chronically rosy cheeks, whether it's scars. So this shade is Transforming Natural Beige. I've not used this product very many times. I think it's because I got it at the same time as the CC cream, and I fell in love with that, so I kind of didn't get round to trying it. I definitely have tried it before, but I can't really remember what it was like, which makes me think that it didn't wow me. But I'm going to do a comparison for you so that you can see. So one thing that I don't like about this is that it is in a pot. I much prefer things that come in pumps because it's more hygienic, and I hate putting my fingers in things because I have quite long nails and I don't like the feeling of getting things under my nails. So I tend to take the little plastic lid off and use the product that's usually in the lid, because then it's easier to get to. Whereas in the pot, I don't know if you can see, let me just get my face out there, there you go. So yeah, it's just it's a very, I always describe things as sturdy, which people think is weird. It's a sturdy cream. It's not running out. I can tip it upside down and nothing comes out. So this side is always worse with my rosacea, so this is a really good test for this product in particular. So that's the Bye Redness applied to that side of my face. I've only done one layer on this side of my face compared to two on this side. Firstly, this shade is a little bit too dark for me, which I think is obvious when I turn my face. Also, it's very obvious that this is much better at covering redness. So I'm going to do, as I did with that side, I'm just going to do a little bit more on the apples of my cheeks, which I can still see are a little bit rosy. So there we go. I think you can see this is what I was expecting. This is the kind of coverage I was expecting from the CC cream. I think you can also see that this is more of a matte finish. It's still a little bit glowy and dewy and kind of natural looking, but when you compare it to this, you can see that the glow on the skin here. So this is definitely more of a dewy finish foundation. I would always need to powder all over my face if I use this foundation, whereas with this one I would just kind of spot powder. This side it would definitely be a full face of powder, because this kind of shine looks really pretty, it looks really healthy, but on oily skin like mine, within a couple of hours it would be gone, it would just disappear. As I kind of mentioned before I started this side of my face, the other big difference between the two foundations is the formula of them. This one is definitely more of a fluid foundation, whereas this one is a cream foundation. So depending on which kind of thing you usually go for, this one is a lot easier to kind of blend out. You can use half a pump and you can just go. Whereas this one, I think it needs a little bit more working into the skin, because if you don't work it in properly, you will end up with obvious patches. The other thing to mention is that both have a fragrance. I don't know if it's added fragrance. I will look and I'll put it in the blog post, and also the information will be below. But I feel like there is fragrance in these two products, which obviously isn't great for sensitive skin, because fragrance can often lead to flare-ups for people like us. I haven't had any issues with flare-ups using either of these products. I would always let you know. I sometimes get comments from people saying, did you have any flares? I will always let you know if I do. That's the most important thing about these reviews, is how well it works for rosacea, because if something covers your rosacea, great, but if at the same time it's aggravating it, so when you take it off, your skin is worse than it was when you put it on, that's not good. I'm always on the hunt for things that not only cover your skin, but also make it feel and look great when you're not wearing it, if that makes sense. I kind of feel a bit stupid that I haven't been using the Bye Redness cream for the past couple of months, and I've kind of been going for this one, but maybe it's because it was summer, it was a bit warmer, so maybe this kind of type of foundation was a bit more appealing to me. But this one, it's the finish that I like, this kind of matte finish but with a dewy kind of glow to it. It's the coverage that I like. I think the colour, I may have to get a lighter colour because this is definitely a little bit too dark for me. Whereas this side, like I can see my cheeks getting redder and redder and redder, and it's just poking through so much that this would not be high enough coverage for me. And although I am perfectly happy to put another layer on, put some concealer on, put some powder on, I know that there are lots of people out there who literally just want a product they can put on, forget about it and go. They don't want to have to do loads and layers, they don't want to have to do extra products as well, they just want one thing. And if that is what you're looking for, then this is definitely the product for you, the Bye Redness cream. I'm going to come in a little bit closer as I did before and show you the look and finish of this foundation. So as you can see, there's still a lovely kind of glow to the skin. It looks very natural, it looks very healthy. There still is a little bit of pink coming through on my cheeks. You can't even really feel it on the skin. My face feels so hot right now. If you don't mind the little bit of extra effort it takes to kind of work that into the skin, it takes a bit more blending. If you're using a beauty blender, it's quick. Like you saw that I applied it very, very quickly, but I think, you know, this one's super speedy, this one's takes a little bit more time. But I'm happy to spend a little bit more time if the coverage is this good, to be honest. So that was my super speedy comparison of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which is on this side of my face, and the IT Cosmetics Bye Redness, which is on this side of my face. Quick summary, I really like both of them. I think both of them have a place in my collection. I think if I'm looking for something really lightweight, if my skin is behaving, if I just want something kind of fresh and glowy and natural looking, this is the one that I will go for. If I'm having a little bit of a flare up, if I want something high coverage, something that will last all day, then I would definitely go for the Bye Redness. I'm going to do a little bit more investigating about the fragrance thing. I don't want to be, you know, saying there's definitely fragrance in there if it's just my nose being super sensitive, but I'll put information below. If not, it'll be in the blog post that goes along with this video. If there are any foundations that you've been dying to try but want someone else to be the guinea pig for you, then leave me a comment below and I will have a look. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please do subscribe and also give it a thumbs up if you want to, because that helps my video to be shown in the suggested videos on other people's screens, which really, really helps. Thanks so much for watching.